Go with me to Genesis chapter 37 and we'll read verse 1. Genesis 37 and we'll read from verse 1 to 11. We'll jump to verse 19. All right, I've titled my message, My Destiny Connector. My Destiny Connector. Say amen to that. Oftentimes when we go through things, we do not understand why we go through them. I've preached that to you in the past 3 weeks. We don't understand why we go through them, and sometimes it seems like God has forgotten us, God has forsaken us. You've prayed and prayed and prayed, and it seems like only your prayer is not being answered. You've been in church all your life, and then here you are, a lady walks into the church, gives her life to Christ. You saw her come here, standing here, giving her life to Christ, and she's not even as intelligent as you, as beautiful as you, but yet she found a husband. And you have been praying, Lord, give me a husband. And then the husband is not forthcoming. And you're wondering, why is God answering everybody around me and not me? I want you to know that there is a dimension of your destiny you may not attain if you, let me put it in a very nice way, if you don't know how to handle people that God brings around you. A lot of times, God ties our destiny to people that may not look like them. The people that may not look like they are the destiny connector. And so most times we miss them. I've seen that a lot of Christians are where they are today because the person to take them to their next level came around and they trivialized the person. They despised the person because the person didn't come in the way they wanted. And sometimes God will send a destiny connector that is smelling, doesn't smell good the way it doesn't have perfume on their body. Send a destiny connector that doesn't have money, doesn't have the things you expect them to have. Can I hear an amen? Church, I want you to know that there is something God has given to you that will help connect to your destiny. You should mind something that you have. A lot of people despise what they have. For you, it may not be a dream. For you, it might be a Moses that has a stick. But God gave you something that you can use to divide the Red Sea. God gave you something. Don't stop looking at what others have. There is something you have that this world needs. I know you came from a shack, you came from a township, but there is something God has put in you that's bigger than you, that this world needs, if you will mind it. Can I hear an amen? You must know how to manage what God gives you. Whatever dream God gives you, whatever idea God shows you, whatever visions you have, and manage it properly, because there are thieves all around the place. The Bible says the thief cometh but for to kill, steal, and destroy. He comes in people. Satan comes in people as a thief. That's why you don't share everything with everybody. Mind who are your friends. Stop telling your friends, stop making everybody your friend. You need to just have a few people that you can share. Somebody who can pray with you. Somebody who can go before God for you. Don't just share your dream with everybody. Nothing is accidental with God. I want to tell somebody that God has a plan for your life. And whether the devil likes it or not, that plan must come to pass. God has a way of bringing things into your life at the right time with the right people. God just has a way of managing things around in all his sons and daughters, especially when you are in line with his will. When you are in line with the will of God, he has a way of orchestrating things and making them happen at the right time. Now, I don't understand why these people planned to kill this boy and decided, okay, we won't kill him and throw him in the pit. And at the time that they decided to put him in the pit was when Ishmaelite traders came. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but some Ishmaelite traders are coming. Somebody is coming that will transport you to your destiny. I don't know what you believe and what you came to church for this morning, but I'm prophesying to you. If you believe this word, something is going to come into your life in the next 4 or 5 months before this year is over that will transport you to your destiny. Can I hear an amen, somebody? They thought they were troubling you. They thought they fired you. Hear me and hear me again. They fired you because God had another job in mind for you before the end of this year. And the only way you will get that job is that they must fire you from this one. But you see, you are crying and wondering, how am I going to survive? How will I pay my car? How will I pay my rent? How will I feed my children? How will I pay school fees? Hear me and hear me well. Something is about to connect you to the next job. I said something is about to connect you to that man. Something is about to connect you to that person. Can I hear an amen? You and I can't figure God out. The Bible says his ways are past finding out. They are what? Past finding out. It says, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts your thoughts. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts your thoughts. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8. It says they are far higher. Don't figure God out. A lot of times we want to calculate, how will God do this miracle for me? You don't know. Just put yourself in his hands and trust him. A lot of us look down on challenges that we go through. Some of the things you are going through is not Satan. It's not the devil. Please, God is orchestrating something. Don't abort it. God is cooking something for you. Don't abort it. A lot of times we despise the little ways that God is using to reach out to us. And so some of us abort them because we're ignorant. God will use any means. Look at this situation. Joseph had a dream. He was going to be, everybody was going to bow to him, but he doesn't know what it is. God always gives you the end and not the process. Let me say that again for somebody. God always gives you the end and not the process. Right now, some of you are in the process and you're wondering, but God, years ago you showed me that I'm going to drive a Mercedes. Years ago you showed me I'm going to be working in a company as a manager. Years ago you told me I'm going to be married. In fact, some of you ladies have dreamed that you were in a wedding gown with a cute, handsome young man that just loves God and all that, blah, 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 blah. But the truth is that right now, there is no man saying hello. Somebody say process. Somebody shout process. So now God shows you the end. He always gives you the end. He gives you a picture of where you are going, but he doesn't tell you the process. What Joseph did not know, that there is going to be a process. At 17 he gets a dream. Didn't know that the process was going to take 13 years and he was going to become prime minister at 30. But here is the process. You had a dream at 17. Yes, you had a dream. But the dream is going to take process. It's going to take from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 to stage 4. God does not just do, even though God is a God of speed. Remember, Joseph assumed the throne in 24 hours. But prior to that 24 hours, he had a 13-year story that nobody knows. That's why don't be in a hurry. Christians are impatient. People have left church and said, you know, Pastor, God is not working. I am tired. I'm struggling. How can God be with me and I'm struggling like this? Somebody shall process. Don't abort God's process. There is something God is doing. You need maturity for where you are going. If Joseph was made a king, a prime minister at the age of 17, hear me and hear me well. At the age of 17, with his running mouth, he would have killed, in fact, he would destroy Egypt. So when God is taking you through a process that seems like slavery, please, something is connecting you somewhere. Don't abort it. Am I talking to a believer? Do not abort what God has. Some people have aborted their destiny because they left in a hurry. They left in a hurry. They exited too quick. One little trouble and they go. Don't let trouble move you out of your destiny. Let me tell you, in your time of connection to destiny, temptations will come. Because you see, it is very easy to give in to temptation when you are lacking something. Hello? Now, here is this guy in prison, still using the gift God gave him. Most people will not serve in church because they're going through challenges at home. Watch some people, the moment they face challenges, they stop serving. Pastor, I can't serve anymore. I can't come to choir practice. I don't have transport money. I don't have anybody to bring me. I'm struggling. I'm this, I'm that. That's the time to do it more. If you have to walk here, walk here. I don't care what you have to do, do it. Can I hear an amen? Because God is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. If you are a diligent seeker, you have a reward waiting. Don't be a casual seeker. Don't seek God casually. Do it whether by fire or by force. I will get to church. I am not going to allow lack of transport to stop me from going to church. Amen, somebody. Get to church anyhow. Get to church anyhow. Before the glory, there is a story. That's why stop judging somebody if God blesses them. You don't know the price they have paid. You have no idea. You don't know. You don't know the process somebody has gone through. Take the book. Let God see. He's a rewarder. When God said diligently, he meant it. Not casually. If you seek him at your pleasure, when it's convenient, you will not get a reward. It is when it's most inconvenient. Most. Do it when everything is saying no. You'd see do it. I look at my life and I say, no, God, I refuse to compromise for nothing. I will do this thing in spite of how I feel. Everything in my body is telling me don't go to church. Wait on the Lord. You too in a hurry. Wait. Wait. Learn to wait. Let me tell you something. There's something about waiting on God. Just relax till God finishes the process. Everything in your body is telling. Some people have left this church unready for what God has for them. They need to go through a process in this ministry. They may be ignored. Yes, it's a process. Somebody may not like them. Somebody will pack them in the wrong seat. Yet they will, God will take you through all kinds of process. Somebody say destiny connector. Do you see where God connected him to his destiny? In prison. Somebody say in prison. In unemployment. In crisis. Sometimes when crisis comes into your life, it is to connect you to the next level. Let me tell you something. I told you last time. Please, I know some of you are hoping that a man will help you. And if that particular man does not do it, you get angry. Don't. God has 7.2 billion people he can use. Whatever you have lost, God can do better. Please, don't look at yourself and say, it's over. It's not over. God has the final say. No matter what the devil took from you, God can replace it far better. Far, 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 far better. Don't look at yourself and say it's over. It's never over. And listen to me, please. I want to say this as I conclude my message. This person may not look like who you think. If you're expecting somebody with a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes, it may not be. It could be a gardener. So if you are the people that trivialize people because they don't have money, you may miss your destiny. You need to treat everybody well. You never can tell. For some of you who treat people anyhow, your nose is higher than your head. Because you are wearing designers, now everybody is nothing. No, treat people well. You never know who is your breach. I'm telling you something today. Please, this is for somebody. You don't know who is your breach. Don't despise people. Don't look down on people. The person God will use may not look like it. May God connect you between now and December. The person that will take you to your palace. The person that will take you to that multi-million rand deal. The person that will connect you to that CEO. The person that will help give you that position. May the Lord give you a destiny connector. May the Lord order your step to that person. May the Lord, I summon that person into your life. I call them from wherever they are. If they have to fly from China, from Australia, from America, I summon them to come into Johannesburg. And God will connect them with you. Can I hear an amen? Destiny connectors. God connects people. God uses people. Don't trash people that God brings into your life.